We're getting ready to replace the existing shower head bar or shower head arm that comes out. We're going to be replacing it with a swan neck, and we've already got our escutcheon on here, and that covers the hole that's around here. And we've removed the shower head off of here. The reason why we go ahead and remove that is just a little bit easier to get a hold of this and remove it. There's a couple of ways to do it. The first way that we're going to try is we're just going to try to move it with our bare hands. And as you're looking directly at it, if you remember the old clocks that had the hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc., if you're looking directly at it and you turn it counterclockwise, so you're turning back time, that's the way to loosen it. So we're going to try to turn it with our bare hands and see if we can't get it to turn back time without having to break out a big monkey bar. There we go, big monkey wrench. So that did it right there. Okay. We're just unscrewing the thread. There you go. That's the old one. We don't need it anymore. Okay, that's trash. Next, we're going to use a little bit of T+2, which is a liquid Teflon pipe thread sealant, and we're going to brush that on to the thread of the pipe that's going into the wall. And the reason why we put our escutcheon, our little hole cover, on first is because we don't want to have to clean off this stuff off of that. Okay. And we've just added a liberal amount. We've been very generous with the amount. You can see how much I've got there. It's filled it up very nicely. And there's our escutcheon plate, and that goes up against the wall. So when we feed it in, that'll cover the hole. The tricky part is getting it lined up and threaded correctly. So another little tip, instead of just immediately starting to tighten it up, I tend to turn mine counterclockwise just a little bit to make sure that the thread isn't misaligned. Once I've turned it back a little bit to line up the thread, I slowly begin to turn it to the right, or turning the clock forward, threading it. It's already starting to snug up, so this is probably going to be the last time we go around. And voila. And we're just going to eyeball that. There. Now that is a huge shower head. It's way up high. Let me zoom out just a little bit so you can see how much higher it is than most. So you are really getting how large here. You see how big that is, but when we put our shower head on, it'll drop it down a few inches more. Now before we put on our next shower head, I'm going to go ahead and prep this up with some T+2 or Teflon. Well, if you have Teflon tape, that's great. There's nothing wrong with using Teflon tape. A lot of times the kits that you purchase has a couple of feet in there. I just prefer to use this product off the shelf. Okay. In just a moment, we'll grab our new head and we'll feed that on in just a second. Here's my old head. Here's my new shower head. And that came with the kit. It matches our vanity. If you look on this particular model, there's a small indentation here on the left and the right. You can actually put a wrench on that, but I recommend putting a towel or cloth and then the wrench, because you don't want to damage your finish. So I have conveniently toilet paper right here in the bathroom. I'm going to fold it up a little bit, make a nice little thick padding, and I'm actually going to use toilet paper, fold it up, instead of my rags that may have grease on it. I've got my Allen wrench, I've got my crescent wrench in my pocket, got my shower, and I got my toilet paper rolled up. I'm going to go ahead and start threading this first. Making sure the threads are lined up correctly before I start tightening it down. Alright. Now you can see I'm just spinning the head, but this isn't tightened down yet. I'm going to take my toilet paper and my little wrench. Okay, my little wrench isn't big enough. That's what she said. Take my bigger wrench. Okay, now I don't want to damage my finish. So I'm going to push my toilet paper between the jaws. Just going to open that a little more. Just keep opening just a little bit where it'll feed on. And we get a little more torque without damaging anything. And I'll use that to wipe up my excess while I'm here. And I'm going to go ahead and throw that in the toilet. Just a little more TP. See, I'm folding it up. Take your time. Alright, I think I got it. I'm going to freehand this for just a second, very carefully. I don't want to mar my finish or drop it on my face. That could really make for a bad day. Now I'm looking at it, and it looks like my shower head will be hitting me right there. That's great. And that's how you change out a shower head.